These fake virus messages are all too common on the internet, but sometimes it's possible to find out the full details of exactly who's behind the phone number on screen, and to give those scammers a real scare.
This is a computer support company, sir. And let me tell you, sir, in order to run the diagnostic, I will have to connect to your computer remotely.
So I followed this person's instructions and I was told to download Supremo Control. Once he had control of my desktop, he downloaded some further remote access software called Screen Connect. This allows him to blacken my screen when necessary. He also downloaded another bit of software to prevent me from seeing Screen Connect in my list of installed programs. A new tactic I hadn't seen before, and I'm sure will be duplicated by other scammers. And once he'd hidden his remote access software from the installation list, he sent me a contract by email. Scammers use DocuSign and other similar contract agencies so that they can hold on to their money in the event of a dispute. I've alerted DocuSign to this particular company. Finally, he revealed all of this company's details.
So if you open this up, you will have this TechNet IT Solutions LLC. That's the name of a company. And here's a toll-free number. This is my name. We will be available from Monday to Saturday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. with the Eastern Standard Time. Okay?
Like most scams, they will register a completely fake company name and give it a website to make it look legitimate. Their website was more professional than most, and they even had some reviews on the Better Business Bureau. But upon closer inspection, very many of these reviews seemed to have lots of spelling and grammar mistakes, indicating that they were probably their own reviews. I've been in touch with the Better Business Bureau, and hopefully these fake reviews will be removed soon. But as always, I use the scammer's connection in reverse so that I can see what's happening at the scammer's side. So as Jay was trying to get me to pay $280 for nothing, I was watching what was going on Jay's computer.
I'm getting this option. You have two cards.
Oh yeah.
One is the card ending with 1028, and one is the card ending with...
There might be an old one there somewhere. Yeah.
I see whether I can do it with...
So let's have a closer look at what the scammer's doing here. The screen in the center is my own PC, but surrounding it is ConnectWise control. The various buttons around this are what the scammer uses to freeze or blank my computer, or indeed take control over the keyboard and mouse. Behind all of this is a web page showing the most recent Screen Connect contacts. These are the names of the people who have recently been scammed. I've reported their account to Screen Connect, who always take very rapid action to shut them down. However, I'd really like to see the blank screen being removed from this software. The scammers were using Skype to communicate with each other. They seem to be quite a small organisation, only about 3 or 4 of them, and the boss's name was Archit. Archit was the only one who was using his real name. The other scammers were called Paul, Tintin and Jay. And it was obvious that these scammers were working from home, as was evident whenever Jay called his boss Archit, and I could hear baby crying in the background.
Okay, question. Either customer will receive code on his cell phone or on email. हैं? अबे कहीं स्कैमर को तो कॉल नहीं कर रहा, ये कौन सा कोड वाला बात आ गया बे?
At this point, I tell them that the bank have called me to tell me that the whole thing is a scam, and that usually puts them off. But Jay tries to convince me otherwise.
If you check, okay, do one thing, sir. If you really don't believe me, you can check the reviews. You can check the reviews from our customers. We have got A1 reviews, A+ reviews in, from Better Business Bureau.
It seems they're using the Better Business reviews as a way to appear legitimate. The quicker these can be removed, the better.
Well, fine, sir. I'm going to do one thing. You can go ahead and do the research, but I did what I have to do on your computer. I help you out. So, well, you just got a call from your bank saying that this is not legit, and all of a sudden, everything has just changed. So, I was just speaking with the manager regarding about the service that you took from us, security. You said you will have to speak with the billing department, and if the billing department doesn't agree with that, then we'll have to. I'm sorry to say, I have nothing in my hand. I'm just an employee. We'll have to disable the security for you.
So as Jay was trying to convince me that they were legitimate, I was having a look closely at one of their two websites. On the second website, called technax.us, there was a designed by Artico Media Sky in the bottom right. This would turn out to be the real company name. So as I watched them run the identical scam on this person who's called Lloyd, I thought I would call up the various members of this team and challenge them. And as they were scamming Lloyd, they noticed that a file had been left from a different scamming organisation. This guy had been scammed before. They looked at the MyTech text file sitting in the corner of his PC, and it looked like it was a company called Premium Tech Support with a different phone number, so they pretty quickly deleted that file. And this is what I find quite a lot. If you fall victim to one of these scams, your phone number will undoubtedly work its way around hundreds of call centres. The victims will then be bombarded by other scams, including the refund scam. This happens so much that scammers now have a password system. They instruct their victims that if the person on the end of the phone can't quote the agreed password, to hang up the call. They will also warn the victims that they're likely to receive other calls. This is because they sell their victims' own data. I'll show more on this password system in a future video. But I wanted to call the number on the pop-up to speak to other members of the team. This time I ended up speaking to Nitin or Tintin.
Thank you for calling. How can I help you?
Yeah, hello. I've got a support alert here. I can't get rid of this. Who is this, by the way?
Okay. What were you doing? Sir, we get support for computer problems. What were you actually doing on the computer when you got a problem?
This question's always part of the script. It implies that the user did something wrong, not that they set this up. So like his colleague Jay, Barry got me to download Screen Connect, where he could remotely access my computer. I went along with it.
Okay, come on, it's connecting. Okay, cool. Now I have your screen. I can look at what you're looking at.
Okay.
See, I'm moving the mouse. So.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. All right, so this is what you got.
Yeah.
Hold on. Well, it's not going out.
No, it doesn't disappear.
No. Does anyone else use this computer apart from you, sir?
Not really, no.
And what you do mostly on the computer?
You know, I track down scammers on the internet using this computer. And when they connect to me, I can find out where they come from. Yeah, the kind of people who put fake JavaScript error messages on your computer. You know.
And what else?
Well, when they connect to my computer, I can find out exactly who they are. Now you're checking, is it a VM?
Now, how long you been facing this problem?
Oh, I've been doing this for years, and I put the results onto the internet.
I mean, how old is this computer? That's what I'm asking.
Well, it's a virtual computer, but you'll not be able to tell from looking at MS Info 32. So, yeah.
I understand. I'm asking you, sir.
Oh, I've probably had the VM for about 2 years.
2 years, okay.
Just 2 years, yeah. Yeah. How long have you been doing the scams?
I'm sorry?
How long have you been doing the scamming?
Sir, I'm not scamming you.
Well, of course you are. That's
I'm
a
trying
fake,
to help you out here.
It's a fake virus message, so of course you're scamming me. Undoubtedly, you'd have.
You're calling now. I'm here to help you.
No, you're going to show me the stopped services and try and convince me that that's a problem.
How do you assume everything when I haven't done anything on the computer? I did not ask you to do
anybody
anything.
competent would have said that this is fake. So obviously you're trying to scam me.
Fine. So if you assume that, can I assume something about you?
Go on.
If I assume that you are a terrorist, will you accept that?
Depends how you define it, but you'd be very wrong in the normal sense of that word.
That's right. Now, how can you define me that I'm a scammer?
Because you've been lying to me the whole time.
Because you don't know who I am.
I do.
Same way like I don't know who you are.
I do.
I can assume anything.
Well, okay. I'll ask you then. Where are you?
I'm sorry. Where am I?
Where are you?
I'm in my room.
Where? I'm in my room. Obviously, but so am I. Doesn't tell me anything. So which city are you in?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have a go, will I?
In California.
No, you're not. See, you're lying again. You're in Gurugram.
See. Now, what's the point of asking me if you cannot believe, or if you cannot
because I know you're in Gurugram.
Understand what I'm trying to say.
I know you're in Gurugram.
Gurugram? What's Gurugram?
You know exactly where Gurugram is because you're sitting there.
I don't know what's Gurugram, sir. You're calling for help. I'm here to help you. If you don't need help, you don't have to waste your time, right?
How much do you get paid for trying to scam people?
Sir, I'm not here under some interrogation. If you want to do your job, you do your job, fine. You've been trying to track down scammers, great. Go ahead, do that.
How much does Artico Media
But you
pay
cannot
you?
just categorize me.
How much does Artico Media pay you?
I'm sorry?
How much does Artico Media Sky pay you?
I don't work for Artico Media.
Oh, okay. Right, that's not what I can see. You've gone very quiet for some strange reason.
Well, this is up to you, sir.
Why would that be?
I'm sorry?
Why have you gone all quiet?
Sir, I think you better hang up the call because you're calling up.
Are you going to report this to? Are you going to report this to Archit? Yeah, it's quite spooky whenever somebody knows exactly who you are, where you are. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
After a little exchange, it was interesting to see the Skype conversation between Nitin, Jaden, and his boss Archit. He noted that my call was a prank call, and he said that I was trying to track fake tech support. Obviously, they weren't taking me seriously. So I called them back once again, this time typing in my name as Tintin. That should start to make them worry a little. And this time I would challenge everything that the technician said.
We have to assign some technician in this who's going to work for you and help you out in this. So you have to tell me what exactly you want to do. If we're going to fix the things for you, secure the things for you, there will be technicians who are going to work and fix the thing, but there will be a technician fee for that, okay?
Oh, a technician fee. Is that how the scam works?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sorry?
Is that how the scam works, the technician fee?
Mm-hmm. So you have to tell me what exactly you want to do. You're going to fix it by yourself, what exactly you're going to do.
Are you a technician?
No, I'm not the one, sir. We have to assign a technician who can work for you.
Right, so what do you do?
We just go ahead and see what exactly is going on, and we can...
Right, so what is going on with this message then?
So you just tell me what exactly you want to. If you can do it by yourself, you can do it, sir. I'm not just here
I'm just wondering
waste your time or mine.
With you, what
you
do you
want?
think
I
this
can
message
just.
is?
I want to the answer. I told you that there may be some security breach in your network. That might be the reason it came up.
Well, how come?
You better tell me you want to fix it or not. Just yes or no. That's enough for me.
Well, I actually use this computer to find out if people are scamming, and you're definitely running a scam here.
Okay, that's fine. You can do that.
Yeah, and you seem to be connected from Gurugram.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly for him, I don't have a webcam.
Yeah. So am I right or wrong about that?
Okay, sir, that's fine.
Yeah, and you seem to be working in, yeah, it's definitely Gurugram. And you've given me a fake name. You're not Barry Christian, are you? Who do you work for, Barry?
Thank you then, sir.
Who do you work for? Oh, actually, I kind of know this already. You work for Artico Media Sky, don't you?
No, sir, we don't.
No? Oh, okay.
I do believe you're trying to get something at the wrong place or something like that.
Oh, are you going to report this to Archit?
He hung up the phone, but I was still keen to keep badgering them. But all of these conversations must have really got them spooked, because the boss then ordered everyone to delete their Skype conversations. So I called them back one last time to confront the original scammer, Jay or Jaden.
Yeah.
And now you're trying to play smart.
Yeah, you did, and I want you to return all of your victims' money.
Yes, just go ahead and take your time now, and just go ahead and report us, okay?
Yeah,
There's nothing you can do about it.
To the Gurugram police, yeah?
Yeah, go ahead and take your time and report us, okay?
Oh, I've already done so, and they'll be knocking at your door pretty soon.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes, it's good. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You'd better get Tintin's call, because it's very important that you speak to Tintin.
I'm not going to speak with Tintin.
Well,
with Tintin.
Well, it's the guy who also gives himself a couple of different names, but Tintin's messaging you about an inbound call, and it's quite urgent. I think you better speak to Tintin. You better speak to him.
Okay, Tintin.
Yeah.
Speak
to him, it's urgent.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. He calls himself Barry sometimes as well. He's got a bit of a strange personality.
Barry?
Oh, he calls himself Barry too, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I know you called yourself Jaden, but that's not your real name, is it?
I knew exactly who he was because of one of the files on his computer. It was a receipt for travel, and it included his name, his mobile, where he was working, and what the final destination was, his homeland in Nagaland. His distinctive name also let me see what he looked like, courtesy of Facebook.
Yeah. Do you want to tell me your real name?
I want to speak very well, okay?
Yeah,
I'm not going to give you my name.
Well, why wouldn't you do that if you're genuine? If you're not trying to scam people?
Oh God.
Well, if you're not scamming people, why wouldn't you give me your real name?
Because I'm not here to give you my information. You said you already have my information, right?
Okay, Shanlamo, I don't need to know.
Okay.
So it's a very unusual name, isn't it? You're from Nagaland, aren't you?
Yeah, some sort of right, yeah.
Nagaland, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nagaland.
Yeah. Woka and Nagaland.
Have you been there?
Yeah.
Have a good day, sir.
And with that, he promptly hung up, I would imagine, in a bit of a panic. There then ensued a Skype conversation with his colleague Tintin or Barry. I had difficulty translating some of what they were saying because they speak Bangla, and I don't have anyone who's able to translate this for me, so I've only kept in the English.
Yesterday, la customer inbound there, at least name. So he knows your real name, Shalamon. Tintin, to no problem. That's not my name now. Sure. That is what I'm calling up to tell to you, because I just got one call. You see, I share one thing called prank. He is trying to track fact tech support. You see, is that the same number or what? Even this one is a void number, which means voice over internet protocol, VoIP. Maybe.
Jay then asks if they should involve their boss, Archit.
No. Archit is maybe busy with a vendor. Okay, how do I add now? Add Archit in this one first.
They can't quite work out how to add the boss, so they call him.
What's the number?
Hello, Jaden. Tell Archit your story. Apart from that one.
What information? Your IP address. How come he has your IP address?
He told you that you have your IP address what? ना
तो अपना remote disconnect करना इंटरनेट से अपना लैपटॉप को.
My aim with this whole exercise was to try and spook them enough into closing down their operation. Hopefully this might have worked. I've certainly not seen any more activity from that group, and with any luck it will put them off this kind of operation for good. So I'm leaving you with some of the contents of Jay's laptop. If you'd like to support me in my fight against scammers, perhaps consider supporting me on Patreon. There's a link on screen. I'm also on Twitter at JimBrowning11, and thanks for watching.